Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. That actually always sounds so corny to me, but I'm going to say it anyway. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing something fun. The main purposes of this video is I want to give five last minute tips to A-level students who are about to write their exams in this coming term. And in addition to that, I just want to give snippets of my 21st birthday, so it's going to be like a mini 21st birthday vlog. But the main purposes of the video is to give the 5 tips to the A-level students. So the thing is, I started this channel as a way to share the lessons that I've been learning in my life that I think would be helpful to some young people, especially Zimbabwean and African young people. I want to give people an African and Zimbabwean perspective to youth personal development and academics and stuff like that. So this is the reason why I don't want to dedicate a whole vlog to my birthday, but I just thought I would share some snippets of that intimate event with you guys. So stay tuned for that and keep watching the video. And to the A-level students, let me get right into it. And as always, I have my points written down in a notebook, so I'll be reading from this notebook. The first tip that I have for my A-level students is have a study buddy. I know that we're getting into the last term and you're probably stressed about things that you haven't finished covering and you feel like you need to do most of the work on your own. What I learned about A-level is that it's difficult to get through if you want to do it alone as one man, and there's power in working together. So even if it's just one person, make sure you have a study buddy. When I was in A-level, I had one person who was a consistent study buddy, and we didn't do the same subjects. She did maths, biology and chemistry, and I did maths, biology and computer science. So our subjects were different in the computer science aspect, because she did chemistry where I did computer science, and we would study maths and biology together, and I always found it very helpful when we came together and shared ideas. And the good thing about studying together was that there were things that I understood that she didn't understand, and there were things that she understood that I didn't understand. And when we came together, we put all of the things that we understood together, and we would come out of the discussions understanding both. Like personally for me, I would come out of the discussion understanding what she understood and what I understood, and I would be better. So have a consistent study buddy, and it's important that your study buddy be someone who has the same goals as you. For my study buddy and I, we were very ambitious. Our goal was just to get straight A's, so we knew that's what we wanted, and we would even go for hours. If we didn't understand a topic, we'd go for hours and hours trying to make sure we understand it. We'd look at YouTube videos. So you also need to find someone who will be able to motivate you when you are not motivated. I remember there were times when I would be tired and I wouldn't feel like studying. I'd be in my room and be like, okay, today I'm just not going to do anything. And my study buddy would come to my room and motivate me and wake me up and force me to study. And looking back now, after I got my results, those are some of the things that I appreciate the most. And if I didn't have a study buddy, then maybe I wouldn't have studied some of the times that she came to motivate me. So yeah, that's the number one tip. Make sure you have a study buddy. Make sure it's someone who is motivated, someone who can motivate you as you motivate them as well. And make sure it's someone who has the same goals as you. And the second tip that I have for my A-level students is polish up on the topics that you didn't understand. It's been a long year of upper 6. We started in January and now we're moving towards exams. And from January up until now, I know there are probably some topics that you're not very confident with, that you know you didn't fully understand. Don't just breeze through them and let them go. Go back to those topics, identify them, go back to them and make sure you understand them again. Even if the teacher's already finished teaching those topics, look at YouTube videos, you can look at online resources. I'll tell you, for me, when I was in A-level, I didn't always understand things when my teachers taught them in class. Sometimes I'd leave class confused and not really understanding everything or all of the syllabus objectives of the topic. And what I would do is I would then go on my own and look for, because there are a lot of YouTube people who teach the topics that we learn in our A-level syllabus. So I would go on YouTube and look at different videos of that topic that I would not have understood, and I would keep watching videos until I found a teacher who taught it the way I would understand. And after I understood it, I would then go to my syllabus and make sure I've done all of the objectives that I need to understand. And after that, I would do questions to see if I would have understood. And that learning method is good, but then the downside of it is that you can't always ask the YouTube teacher questions. So what I would then do after going and doing my due diligence of trying to understand the topic that had already been taught by the teacher on YouTube, I would, if I had things that I needed to be clarified, I would then go back to my teachers with some form of understanding and then ask them, and the teachers would always be willing to help. So make sure you don't get into your exams without having polished on the topics that you don't understand. It's important for you to polish those topics, and your syllabus is your Bible in A-level. Make sure that when you're going through topics, don't just go through the textbook, flipping through chapters and just going through the textbook content. Compare your textbook with your syllabus and make sure that you're touching on every objective that's in the syllabus that you need to touch on. So that's it for my second point. And my third point, which is obvious because everyone says it, but it cannot be stressed enough, is do as many past papers as you can. The importance of doing past papers is that the more questions you answer that are exam structured, the more you get used to answering exam questions. And when you're comfortable with answering exam questions, even when you get the exam, it will be something that you already know how to do. You'll be used to their questioning techniques and all that good stuff. So it's important to do as many past papers as you can. And for subjects that need practice, like mathematics, I would actually recommend doing a past paper every day. And if you're doing Cambridge, you're doing pure maths and statistics and mechanics, or pure maths, statistics, and statistics 1 and statistics 2. So I would recommend that you alternate between pure maths, stats, and stats or mechanics every day. But just make sure you do a past paper of maths every day. And I'll go back to the point that I was saying of making sure you understand every topic. I would recommend that you do this in maths after you've polished your topics, so that when you're doing your past papers, you already understand the topics, you've gone through them, you've gone through the syllabus objectives, and now you're just learning the questioning techniques and polishing up on your answering techniques, right? So do as many past papers as you can. I know it sounds overwhelming and it sounds like it can't be done to do a past paper of maths every day, but it's very important, and if you do it, you'll be grateful later. My study buddy and I used towards exams, I think it was I might not be sure of the exact month, but I think starting in September we started doing a question paper every day of pure maths first, because that was before we were done with our statistics syllabus, and then we started doing stats as well when we were done with the syllabus. And that was really, really helpful for both of us, because by the time we wrote our exams, we were used to writing so many papers and we were confident. So another thing that doing question papers does for you is that it boosts your confidence. Sometimes the reason why we fail in A-level is not because we don't know the content, not because we didn't understand, but because sometimes just the way they ask the questions can be intimidating if you don't have enough practice, if you have not gained that confidence. So it's important for you to do question papers, as many as you can. There's so many online resources for question papers. There's GCE Guide, and there's ExamMate that you can use for topical questions. So that's it for my third point. Now moving on to my fourth point, and this is very important and I want you to take it very seriously if you're in A-level and you're about to write your final exams. The fourth point is, do not be afraid to ask for help. And this might be help from your teachers or help from your fellow students. Your teachers are there as resources for you, and your peers are there as resources for you as well. The reason why your teachers work from 7:30 or 8 to 4 or 5 p.m. is so that they are there for you the whole day and you can go to them and nag them with questions, and trust me, they love that. So don't feel like by going and asking questions about things that were covered a long time ago, you're being a problem or a burden or an enemy of progress. They want to help you, but they don't know that you need help unless you go and you ask them. So please do not be afraid to ask for help. And help can come even from your fellow students as well. Don't be afraid to ask your fellow students. If you don't understand something that someone understands, don't feel like you are dull or less intelligent. It's natural that some people understand things that we don't understand, and sometimes we'll understand things that people don't understand. So the reason why you're there with different people who are in your class as well is so that you guys help each other as well. You're in a school setup, you need to work together with all of the other students that are there. And trust me, if you do this, you will find that it will be very helpful, because sometimes you can go to your teacher and ask them to explain something to you, and they will explain it and try and explain it in so many different ways, but you still won't understand. But the moment that someone who's at the same level as you explains it to you, you might understand it better. So don't be afraid to use the resources that you have in the form of your teachers and in the form of your peers. Ask for help whenever you need it. Let go of pride. Don't think that by asking for help you're admitting that you're not intelligent. It's okay to need help. Everyone needs help sometimes, and you'll thank yourself later for asking for help when you finally get your results and you've passed. And the fifth and final point that I have for today is, give yourself time to rest. Don't let yourself burn out. I know there's a lot of pressure that comes with, oh my god, we're moving towards exams, there's so many things that I need to do, and I have so many subjects that I need to cover, and so many topics in all of those subjects that I haven't understood, and you're just trying to juggle everything, and it seems like it's overwhelming and it's a lot, and you just want to pull all-nighters every day. That is not healthy. Don't freak out. Have a healthy timetable that works for you, that gives you time to study and time to rest and time to do things that you love as well. Life is not all about academics and getting straight A stars. You need to keep yourself healthy. Stay hydrated, rest, do things that you love, go out with your friends. It's all about maintaining a healthy balance, so make time to do the things that bring you joy. The important thing is to stay healthy. Because at the end of the day, even if you spend every day having an all-nighter, by the time you write your exams, you can write your exams and you're going to be tired. And if you are tired, your mind won't be working properly. So remember to stay healthy. Remember not to get yourself burnt out. And that's another very important point that I want you to take seriously. In fact, all of the 5 points are very important and you need to take them seriously. And I want to tell you that it's not too late. If you got grades that were not satisfying in your mock exams, don't think that it's given that you're going to get the same results in your finals. There's still a lot of time to fix that. You just need to find a study strategy that works for you, and make sure you use these 5 tips that I've given you, and you'd be amazed at how you can transform your grades at the end of the year. Give yourself some grace. Don't beat yourself up. And I'm a Christian, so I always say this: acknowledge God in everything that you do. pray whenever you're studying. Ask him to guide you. Ask the Holy Spirit to teach you, because the Bible says that the Spirit himself will teach you all things. So that is it for the 5 tips that I wanted to give to the A-level students. And now I'm moving on to the fun stuff that I promised for this video. I'm just going to be showing you some snippets of my 21st birthday, and that will be the end of this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and please share it in the spirit of helping each other and continuous improvement. Share it with an A-level student that you think will find these tips helpful. Share it even with other students that are writing major exams that will determine some part of their future, who might find these tips helpful. And share this channel with any young person who you think needs personal development tips and academic tips. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video. On Friday, I went for a movie at SK. I think it was called Retribution. It was a really good movie that I watched. Then I injured my foot and my mom had to bandage me, and my sister made me go to Borodale with an injured foot. I didn't know what it was that she wanted me to go for, but I had to go because she kept insisting. Then the most pleasant surprise was when I got to a spa, and they had planned a spa date for me. So I was really surprised, as you can see, and they immediately gave me the menu, and I chose the 24-karat facial, and this is me getting the facial. This was my first time getting a facial, and it was really refreshing. They used Clarins products on my face, and after that we went for lunch, then ice cream. On Sunday, I woke up feeling like a fresh-faced beauty. As you can see, I was taking videos of myself. This is my first time going to church as a 21-year-old. So they had planned a surprise birthday lunch for me at the venue where I thought I was just going for a photo shoot. So we had lunch and had lots of pictures taken, and I've inserted some of the pictures here for you guys to see. That's it for my vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.